Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are good, right? So today we will learn an interesting subject which is science, and among that, as we have seen two lectures of the subunits, components of abiotic factors as well as biotic factors. Now we will see the other part. As we see all the organisms, abiotic ones and biotic ones, are interdependent on each other, right? Means see, we are dependent on sunlight, water, air and plants, other animal products, etc., right? So this is a chain. Means we organisms are interdependent on each other. As we see that every organism is different from the other one. Some need oxygen for their growth and nourishment, means for respiration purpose. We need oxygen. Other organisms which will be anaerobes, they need carbon dioxide for their nourishment or for their respiration. Likewise, there are variety of living organisms and they are interdependent on each other, right? And as we see that these abiotic factors are dependent on biotic factors or their excreta, and likewise biotic factors are dependent on abiotic factors as we drink water, food material, etc. And these number of abiotic factors and biotic factors is changing as the organisms die and the decomposers feed on that. Means this number is increasing or decreasing, it changes according to the situations, right? So now we will see for studying this into deep, means how these abiotic factors and biotic factors are interlinked to each other and how this cycle continues. We will see the interaction among factors of an ecosystem. We will see interaction among factors of an ecosystem. As we have seen, biotic factors were there, abiotic factors were there. We have already seen the examples of this. Biotic factors will include plants, animals, right? Means all the living organisms. Abiotic factors will include the non-living organisms, right? So these are interdependent on each other. They are interdependent on each other. It means they are interrelated to each other. For seeing this in detail, we will go through the interaction among factors of an ecosystem. For that, I will show you a chart. You can see the chart here. In this chart, it is shown that these, first of all, abiotic factors are there. Abiotic factors, then on this are dependent these biotic factors. Now with the help of here photosynthesis process takes place. As this plant grows inside the soil, this plant will grow. Plants are producers as they prepare their own food material. Then on these biotic factors, the other primary, secondary and tertiary consumers are dependent, right? Plants aren't dependent on others for their food material, as they can prepare their own food with the help of chlorophyll pigment, as we have seen in the last lecture. So they prepare their own food and that's why they are called as producers. you can be asked this kind of questions in your examinations also, that why plants are called as producers. Because they have chlorophyll pigment, and with the help of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight, they can prepare their own food. That's why they are called as producers. Then these biotic factors like primary, secondary and tertiary consumers are dependent on the other ones. Means, as we have seen in the last lecture, primary consumers are dependent on plants or producers. Secondary consumers are dependent on primary consumers, and tertiary consumers are dependent on secondary consumers. Here you can see the examples. Tiger and cheetah is there. They are tertiary consumers, means they feed on secondary consumers. Then if they die, if these organisms, that is primary, secondary or tertiary consumer, dies, then these decomposers will act on it. Means, as we have seen that if yellow leaves fall down, means dead leaves, then they are decomposed into the soil. Decomposition of dead bodies is there, and heat is released. Minerals are also released. Means, when they dies, minerals are released in the soil with the help of decomposers or microbes. Here you can see microbes are there, and here mushroom is given. They are also decomposers. As when these biotic factors are died, as I told you that when the yellow leaves or the dead leaves or the plant dies, then microbes act on it, means decomposers act on it. There also heat is released, and free minerals are then recycled. Here also heat is released, and this chain then continues forever. Means, this was all about interaction among factors of an ecosystem. Means, these are factors as abiotic factors and biotic factors. Abiotic factors mean examples were air, water, light, sunlight, temperature, etc. On these abiotic factors, these biotic factors are dependent, right? And when these biotic factors die, these abiotic factors are interrelated to them. Okay, means this process, this cycle continues every single time. Okay, this was all about the interaction among factors of an ecosystem. Clear up to this? Okay, so now as we have seen, all these organisms are interdependent on each other. Now you can ask, if it is clear to you, you can ask it in the comment section below if you have any queries, or you can say that understood in the comment section below. This was all about the interaction among factors of an ecosystem. Now, homework is give reasons why plants are called as autotrophs. I have already explained it in the lecture, but likewise you have to answer this question, why plants are called as autotrophs, okay, or autotrophic organisms. Okay, thank you.